Welcome back. Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy, and today I'm going to be showing you some rare and discontinued models and even companies that it's something that I really enjoy. I'm not sure if that's something y'all are into, but I love finding old and especially old new knives. These are all old new stock knives that a buddy of mine works at Jim's Firearms here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And he had some of these old blades that were up in their stock room, and he knew that he knew I would love them, so he gave me first crack at them. So I'm just going to go and show you my scores. The first one is from a company that I used to love their knives, but of course Benchmade bought the company and squashed the company out, and most of their designs went with it. But this one is, let's see, show you. This is not the exact box, but the Lone Wolf Horsey T2 Ranger. This is just not the one in Cocobolo. I actually grabbed the wrong box. I could probably get that from him. And I've always loved this knife. I've been chasing this knife, and lo and behold, he had a brand new one. He actually has two of them. He had another one. This thing is a beauty. It's a rather big knife. Let's see. I think I got a Delica for size reference. It's made of S30V steel, made in the USA. Lone Wolf, that's their company logo, T2 and CPM S30V. One thing I'm going to say right out the back is I hate a bead blast finish. I hate it. I don't know why companies do it. I know it's because it's cheap, but it's garbage. Because as you can see, there's a little spotting. I can easily get that out with a little flitz, but why do it? Why? You'll see that's the designer, William Horsey. He's made some exceptional designs. If this looks familiar to you, Spartan Blade Works has a titanium frame lock of the same exact model. I think it's the same. It looks just the same to me. It's got this plasticky like craton handles on it, which I plan on changing. I might even throw some Cocobolo on there. Look at that massively big lanyard hole, super big. Titanium liners in there, nice lockup, especially for. I'm not exactly sure. If anybody knows the exact age on these knives, please chime in, because I love knowing that kind of stuff. Just knowing, how the designs have changed over the years. And one of the tall tale signs that it's well over 10 years old is all of them pretty much come in tip down configuration, which doesn't bother me one bit. If the knife is comfortable in hand, I don't care if it's tip up, tip down, tip left, tip right. Doesn't matter to me. Just as long as it goes in my pocket. And I like the design. It's definitely not a deal breaker for me. Look at that gigantic pivot on there. Just a massive knife. Like I said, I'm going to show you a size comparison. That's T2 with Delica. So, I'm sure a lot of you have held the Delica before. So you have. Let me get y'all in frame, so y'all have an idea. This might be a long video, so y'all bear with me. There you go. You got almost a 4-inch blade on there. They even have a bigger model. I think it's a T3. I could be mistaken, but it's got an even bigger blade. So there you go. That's the first score. Very happy with that one. Let's go see. The next one is another Lone Wolf. I think I might have shown this one in my last older. This one's one I've already had, but just to show off, Lone Wolf had some beautiful designs. This one's called the Blackfoot. As you can see, this one's also made of S30V steel. And at this time, this was the super steel of super steels. As you can see, tipped down also. This one's a chunky monkey. Yeah, very nice. I love the blade shape. God, I wish they wouldn't have got rid of the designs. I know they implement them if they liked them. They kept some of the designs, but man, this was a nice knife. I picked these up for dirt cheap. Like I said, if anybody's looking for that T2, I think he had one more available. Just let me know in the comment section, and I could hook you up with them. All right, that's the Blackfoot. That's my last Lone Wolf. Let's see. The next one I got is back when Gerber used to. They tried out a series of knives that were USA made and quality materials, and I don't know, maybe the market just didn't want it at the time, but this is one of them. It was part of their Legendary Blade series, and you can tell the age. This is rocking ATS 34, which is basically 154 cm, a nice quality steel. It's got the carbon fiber laminate on there. It's not carbon fiber through and through. flow through construction. If anybody's interested in this one, they also had some more of these left too that were available. Just let me know in the comment section below, like I said, and I can definitely get you hooked up with the person you need to talk to if you want one of these bad boys. It comes with a pocket clip. I just took it off because a nice sleek gentleman's carry. That is, I don't know the name of this one. Let's see, I don't think it says it on here. As you can see, Legendary Blade Series, and this was the first production run. Sorry I didn't clean off. It's a fingerprint magnet with a satin. I'm not sure. I think that's just a stainless liner. Very, very light knife. I would say probably 2.5 ounces or so, maybe less. While we're on the Gerbers, I've always liked this knife, and this one's a rare bird. I've looked it up. Here's the box for it. It's so cool looking at these old boxes. Seek the Legend, Gerber Legendary Blades. Let's see what we got here. It's the Gerber Easy Out and 154 cm. That's what it says. But to show you that blade steel's so much like ATS 34, they even put 154 cm. But it's actually ATS 34. And if anybody's interested, I like just looking at this kind of stuff. Just if you want to look at it, pause and read. This is just a warranty way back when. See, and this is the stuff that upsets me, that these companies are capable of making some nice stuff. Why must they make garbage? And this is just a very simple pin construction. Love the blade shape. It's a thick one behind the edge, but this is a collector's piece for me. I doubt, I say it won't get used, but who knows. The corrosion resistance of ATS 34 is rather great because this thing's been sitting around for over 10 years and absolutely no spotting on this one, and it's got that crappy bead blast finish. Just a standard lockback, super lightweight. I think I read the specs on this one, and I think it was like 3 ounces. Get you a quick size comparison, being that I didn't show you on the last one. My bad. As you can see, it's a little bigger than the Delica. All right, I got one more Gerber, and this is my favorite of the bunch. Yep, you're thinking to yourself, Gerber can do better than that? Here's the literature that came with it, talking about sharpening. You can pause and read if you want to see that, and it talks about the steel. There you go, ATS 34 154 cm, and here's the box that this legendary blade came with. It's even got the old price tags on it, legendary blade, and it also had its velvety smooth box on the inside. And this is called the Spectra. It's got titanium liners, G10 scales, 154 cm blade, pocket clip, and it's a fine edge. Jim's Firearms, that's where I got it from. And it looks like this one was, they had it in 2011, I guess. But I think it's way older than that. Somebody chime in because I'd love to know. But I'll show you the blade right here. Nice G10 handles. Super smooth. Whoops, that was my fault. Very attractive looking blade here. 154 cm. And as you can see, Gerber USA. This is a first production run. I don't know how rare this one is or anything like that. And one thing else I did notice is it came with that mirror polished edge on it. See, Gerber, what happened? They're able to produce such fine cutlery like this, and now all we get is garbage. I'm sorry, but that's just, I guess that's the market they're trying to hit, is those cheap blades. I don't mind a cheaper blade, but do it right at least, something that's not going to hurt me. And I'm not saying all of them are garbage, but I've had some pretty crappy ones. There you go. That's the Gerber Spectra. That's just a beauty to me. That one really spoke to me. And once again, tip down only. Fine with me, because it's very comfortable in hand. It's definitely not an issue. Definitely won't keep me from carrying this one. Still, like I said, I got to decide whether I'm going to carry these blades or not. Not too sure. Not certain at this time. But this one came super smooth with those titanium liners. It's super light. There's the lockup on it. Everything's good to go on this one. This one was this was my favorite of the Gerbers in the Easy Out. Now we're gonna go to CRKT. And I know y'all like, no, we don't want to see any CRKTs, but hey, if you don't want to see it, stop the video now. This was one that, back when it came out a long time ago, I loved it. It looked like a classy gentleman's knife, and that is the 7103 Lake Signature, and that's a Ryan Lake, I think it is. And here's the knife right here. To me, it's a beautiful blade. I think it's aluminum scales on it. It's got some kind of traction stuff right here. Not sure exactly how you get, I guess you could put some prongs in there. I'm sure I could make something if I need to take this apart, but there's no need for that because this thing is wicked smooth. And this was another one, if somebody was interested in this blade, they had another one of these available. Like I said, just leave me a comment and I can set you up if you want one of these. I just think it's a beautiful blade. Super, like this thing is butter. I think it's riding on, yeah, it's riding on Teflon, and which I don't mind Teflon as long as it's done right. You know, of course I'd rather phosphor bronze, but definitely won't make or break me for a knife. Pocket clip is, this was an innovative pocket clip at the time, because that pocket clip, when you slide it over here, it's kind of like they're auto locks and you can't really disengage that lock bar. Pretty cool feature, especially for the time period. That was a definite innovation of the in the knife scene at the time. There's all your patent Lake series. Just a beautiful blade. Y'all let me know if what y'all think about some of these. I like this kind of stuff. If this is not what y'all like to see, y'all let me know and I won't do any more. There you go, nice satin. Let me get y'all a size comparison of this beautiful CRKT blade. See, this is another thing. Come on, CRKT. Y'all used to produce, y'all were capable of producing a nice knife. Come on, get y'all QC up. Look, it's a little bigger than the Delica, not a huge knife. This is another one that's a chunky monkey when it comes to the width. Yeah, look at that. It's over a ½ inch wide. Super, man, I could open that for days. It's got like a nail nick type thing to open it with. Just a sleek, beautiful, beautiful knife. Alrighty, let's see, what's up? Another CRKT. This one has an innovative lock, and it's designed from another custom knife maker, and that's Alan Lishowitz. And that is the E-Lock Starlight. And the look and feel, this feels like a titanium frame, a titanium frame on here, but it's not, it's aluminum. That is the lock. It is basically, look at that, that is beautiful to me. Beautiful, beautiful, nice and slim, sleek, very comfortable in hand. Got that tip down pocket clip. They actually had this on Blade HQ not that long ago as an automatic conversion, because this is basically a modified button lock. And they have one that was converted into a automatic. And I need it doesn't do much of flipping, but I'm sure I can get in there. The grease on here is probably 15 years old. I can clean it up and I'm sure I can make it work right again. As you can see, I like how they tapered down in the backside to make it, thinner. And it just really locks into your hand. Nice swedge all the way from the top right here. Just a beautiful design. And this coating, I'm much rather than a bead blast. I think this is that carbon nitride. It definitely seals up the pores in a knife a lot better than that bead blast does. There's the Lishowitz maker's mark and name. And if you can read that through that cruddiness, there's the model number. Really cool, innovative lock at the time. You push this down and just like a button lock, nice sleek design. Let me get you a size reference. They had a few Lishowitz designs. This was just the one that spoke to me the most. It's almost the exact same size as the Delica, just a little hair bigger than the Delica. That is the E-Lock. The next one was one that, man, when I saw this one, I was like a giddy schoolgirl. I got so happy. This is just an absolutely beautiful design. And I know it's an old one. Let's see. Let me just show you the packing literature that came with this one. I think they even had this knife, but I want to say it was serrated, so I didn't pick it up. They had a bunch of them that I passed on just because, you know, I already had to sell some stuff to be able to get these. But you know how it goes when you find something. And this is the new and coming. This is when the Kiss knife, you know, that's been around for a long time, and the M16. These are all the brand new designs of the year. That Ryan Model 7. So enough of the literature. Let's get to this beauty. Boy, I love this one. This is model 8102 Tie Tack, a Brian Tie design. Look at that. Woo! Look at that coffin shape type handle. Got the thumb disc, got your tip down only. Ooh, look how beautiful. That thing is just one sexy, sexy blade, if I do say so myself. Love that top swedge right there. Just comfortable in hand. Just a beauty. I love this one. Let's see. There you go. Brian Tie Designs. This is a very old one. Like I said, if y'all know the time frame on any of these, please let me know down in the comment section below. I love to know that kind of stuff. That swedge just accentuates the knife. Let's get a size comparison. I think this was the only one I would have. If he had more of these, I would have probably picked it up because I love this one that much. It's just a hair bigger than the Delica, maybe by 1/8 of an inch. Very close in size. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Is this a beauty? Y'all tell me, or am I just crazy? I know I'm a little crazy, but I think that one's a nice one. This next one is an old school. Let's see. I think it's Endura. Yeah, it's Endura. Old school Endura. I might have shown y'all this one before. It's got the clip it, except it doesn't have the plastic. It's actually got the metal. It was probably replaced. This is probably a 30-year-old knife, if I had to take a guess. Made in Seki City. And look, I got a Delica right here just to show you the differences. This is when it had the saber grind. This one was given to me by a good friend. It's got the VG10 steel. Just held up great over the years, no corrosion whatsoever. And this thing sat in an old room for, like I said, probably 20, 30 years. I don't know the exact time frame, but that's another classic right there. And it's still held up fine, works fine, no crazy play or anything. This is the pin construction. Feels good. It almost is like it's like an in between the Delica and Endura, kind of like one of the Salt series knives. That's what the handle reminds me of, but that's old school Endura. Let's see, is that it? No, I got one more. I picked this one up from a gun and knife show, local gun and knife show. It's got Titan on the, I don't know a whole lot about it. I didn't want to dig the box out. Interesting knife, titanium frame lock. Got a little grip here. Got your deep down crazy pocket clip. You only got half the knife sticking out, no problem. But I just love the blade shape on this thing. Look at that. ATS 34. Let's see. It looks like Field Carter, but I'm sure it's not it. I'm not going to butcher any of that stuff, but if you know anything about this one, please let me know. It's not the most ergonomic, but it's okay. It's got, don't know steel. There's the model number. Oh, it's ATS 34. I'm sorry. Dummy. One-sided thumb stud. This is a super, super smooth knife. I think it's riding on Teflon. Very, very thin liner lock, but it's rather solid. No movement up or down. Actually, it's very solid. So there you go. Let's see if I can let's get a quick size comparison to this one. There you go. It's a little bit bigger than the Delica. Let's see if I can get some of these in frame for you guys. Let's see if I can. I'm sure I won't be able to get them all, but let's see. If y'all like videos like this, y'all please let me know. Because if it's not something y'all want to see, if this doesn't interest you, any sharp object, any cutting tool interests me. So I love this kind of stuff. But like I said, if y'all don't, I definitely can keep it to myself. But I like to share the excitement with you guys, take y'all along with me. feel like y'all are sitting at the table with me and we're checking these out for the first time. I know I get a little overly excited about some of these, but I have a passion for knives, and so I mean, I'm sure if you're watching this channel, you do too. So there you go. That's probably the best. Sorry about that. Best I'll be able to do. Oh, he wants to get in the frame so bad. Let's see if I can get him in there. He said he had to get in there. He kicked some of them out. That's pretty much all of them. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Get in on the giveaway. It's going to go till, I'm hoping it can go till Tuesday. It just depends on whoever's bringing me to the post office. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Remember, guys, live every day as if it were your last. Peace.